All right, welcome to session 7. We are transforming from Lost Mine of Phandalin to Tomb of Annihilation. We have Column, Delaculu, we have Max, Amodius, and we have Ben, Jin, representing the crew. The last session, there was a big fire in Phandalin. The Red Brand ruffians who were not too happy with you guys started causing chaos. You met 3 other adventurers who you didn't know too much about. You defeated the Black Spider and some other spider foes. Amodius did something very special by calling the Sylvanus, the nature deity, down to extinguish most of the fire in Phandalin and ultimately extinguishing the fire. The aftermath of this encounter, I'm going to say that Lorcan, the half elf that we were traveling with, he got into a fight with the 3 other adventurers. And the 3 other adventurers have been protecting a woman who is a high elf. And we weren't aware of this before, but after the fight, she got under your protection, and Delaculu suggested that we all meet at the Red Brand hideout, your guys' temporary HQ for the moment, and discuss what matters for her and what kind of mission that she was on with the previous adventurers who have now all fallen, and so has Lorcan. He has fallen as well in the battle. So now you guys
Oh,
are
not Lorcan.
yeah, that dude, he got his throat cut open. And, yeah, all the other adventures, those 3 level 5 guys that were boasting and bragging about bringing the drow, they're all dead. Um, yeah, you guys found out about, what's her name? Sylvana? Let's see.
The mayor?
No, so there's Syndra Sylvain. She is the woman who was under the protection of the 3 adventurers, and now you guys are getting wrapped up into their story.
Ruh-roh.
Did I time out for a second? I lost connection.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the woman's name is Syndra Sylvain. She's a high elf, and from the looks of it, she's not doing too well. She is in a decrepit state, and you guys don't know why. But she looks like she is very old. Although elves are supposed to be very old, she looks like she's old and shows it. And you guys are taking a meeting with her at your hideout. You don't know too much about her besides what she looks like, and that she has 2 employees with her. A archer guy over here towards the right, and then this caretaking kind of woman over here at the top.
All right.
So, yeah, Syndra comes and follows you guys. She's followed by her 2 employees, and she says, I am in desperate need of some help, and you guys have since defeated my champions. My quest cannot stop at this point, and I am requesting your help.
What is it that you help for?
Okay, Miss Syndra, right?
That's right.
Miss Syndra, you said you had a mention of a quest. What exactly is this quest?
About 20 days ago, I was inflicted with a curse. It's maybe a mage's curse, maybe one of the red mages. but I can't figure out what the source is. I do have some leads on how this happened, but I don't have much time left. My time is very short. Um,
Well, tell us your lead, quick.
what was that, Ben?
I said, well, tell us your leads, please, quick.
Well, sure. I am not only telling you my leads, but I need you to help me with this. Um, we're short on adventurers over here, and you know these last three I felt like were my last hope already. So you guys may not be as equipped as the last three, but I need your help. Um, the leads that I have is the Soulmonger. Now this is only a lead and an assumption that I have, but I believe this is coming from a contraption called the Soulmonger, and it is slowly eating revived souls until they are no more. People who have been revived for any matter during this curse are slowly withering away. 1 HP metagame, 1 HP per day. So if you get this is all metagame, but if you get revived from now on, you have the death curse, and every day that keeps going on from now, you will have a permanent 1 minus HP per day. Every day. So let's say you have 44 HP, every day it's 1 minus off of that until the curse is resolved.
And this is like if, let's say, are you unconscious in battle, or
Nope.
like you die?
Unconscious and you get lifted back up, you're fine. But if you die, and get revived, you're gonna have this curse.
Gotcha.
Okay. If again, in the meta sense, if you level up and get an extra 8 HP or 12 HP or whatever, you can add that on top. But yeah. Every day is 1
And let's
minus.
say like your class is like an undying creature, like as if that's a part of your race or class.
Great
Does
question.
that still impact? Because like
yeah, great question.
That's already
Everybody who has already been revived previous to this curse is unaffected by anything, by any of it.
okay.
It's just people who have been revived after the last 20 days. During the last
No
20
extra
days.
stack though.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool.
And so,
you mentioned 3 adventurers before. Were those the 3 that brought in that fella from the Black Spider?
Yes, those were my adventurers. I say mine because we were working together, and I had informed them of the Black Spider, thinking that might have been the source of this death curse.
Oh,
You cut out again.
Sorry. I'll start again. Yeah, those were my adventures, and I had informed them that the Black Spider might have been the source of this death curse. It so happens that it does not appear that way, and my next lead, which I feel very strongly about, is the Soulmonger. Now, I don't know who's behind it, but this is a technology I know about.
As she's saying that, I'm just gonna like slump back in my chair and roll my eyes, really annoyed at the fact that I gave them so much treasure just for them to go off and die immediately after.
What did you give them?
I whisper in them.
I gave them a bunch of gems and gold.
I'm gonna say you can retroactively retrieve all of that, and you can disperse it. You guys killed those guys. I'm not writing how you did it, but you guys, you got in a fight. Lorcan instigated a fight with those guys, and you took them out.
Okay.
So, I don't remember what all you gave them, but if you want to, add that in your notes later, that's all cool.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out later.
Cool. Awesome. So, what's her name? Syndra.
there a
She
way to
she
like
she
simplify
is.
this site because it's killing my.
What was that?
This site is killing my laptop. Is there a way to like slow down performance or something?
Yeah. Go into settings on the right, and I need to find it myself, but I think it's configure settings, and you're gonna go to
Oh yeah, there's a
performance mode.
and configure
Yeah,
settings.
yeah. It's like
You can go to like low, medium, high, save changes.
right.
Where do you see that? Because I'm in configure game settings.
You're gonna scroll
Oh,
down.
so you go, yeah, the two gears. You go to configure settings, not configure any. It's under game settings is the first one, and then you can click on a drop down in the middle. This is low, medium, and high.
It's like
Okay, I think I
15
got it.
options down. Yeah. And that'll probably help out making it run better.
Yes. Let me just set that to low. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. Cool.
So Syndra continues and says, I have ample resources to pay you, and through our adventures, I'm sure we will find many magical items that you will be better off having than not going on this adventure. I have plenty of money. I have resources. I have a ship waiting for us. We will be making a long expedition, but I don't see any other option than hiring you. I'm finished without it.
Okay,
I just
well,
have one question.
If it's how much, I assure you it's plenty.
Money is a secondary point in this conversation. I think we can figure out our own money based off of who we get back and finish the task. The big concern, are there women on this ship? I must know.
Oh,
We will be traveling with mostly the ill. There will be women, but I think I know what you're getting at, and they are just as sickly as I am.
I have a question.
Yes, Jin.
How long of a voyage can we expect this to be?
I'm hoping as short as possible. I have maybe 80 days left. We must make it to Chult, and you must find the death curse. You must find the origin of the death curse before I fall.
Yes, we must.
Okay. That's fine.
So, it's only about a day travel to the docks where I have the ship arranged. I can't use any of my high-level spells anymore. I feel too ill for that. I would teleport us right there to Chult, but we must travel by ship. Unless you know of any sorcerer who can do a 9th level teleportation spell.
unfortunately, I think that's a bit beyond our capabilities.
I think we might have killed him by accident, but it was a good shot, but he deserved that to lose.
So, if you need any supplies, I might be able to fund a few items to be purchased in town, but I say we head out as soon as possible and make quick travel to the dock.
I generally agree. I think that's the best course of action here. But there is one little matter
Yes.
that I think that we had ought to address before we continue, which is considering the nature of this expedition. We will be traveling for multiple days before we actually get to our ship. And there is no guarantee, of course, that any of us are actually going to arrive at our destination. We have no idea what lays between us and the ship. And the strongest sorcerer who happens to be here at the moment is, well, no offense to you, of course, ma'am, but not in the greatest of shapes.
Who's the
Considering
strongest
all of
sorcerer?
that, well, that would be you,
Oh,
would it not?
yes, I assume so.
Considering that, I believe that for your protection, a bit of advance payment is in order.
Absolutely.
It's always about money with you, isn't it?
Shut up.
Very
I
much
got
said it
this.
wasn't.
Let me handle this.
Yes. Of course. I need you guys to be well equipped, and that's on me. Is there anything that I can procure in town for you along the way?
I need as many health potions as you can afford for me. That will be enough for me.
Okay. And now that we have an online system and it's so easy to calculate encumbrance and ammunition, it's back on. Hey, okay, sorry, I cut out. Must be. But now that we have an online system that works really well, ammunition encumbrance is back on. It's very easy to do in this system. So, Jin, you have 20 arrows, I think, and those are 20.
Oh, well, whoop-de-doo.
Yep. So, it looks like I could just stock up on some arrows for you.
Yes, that would be appreciated as well.
Would you have had a mending
a mending stick?
stone?
A
Something we
stone?
can use the stone, the stone mending.
Uh,
As if I'm not mistaken,
I
you can
I
use that
don't
on a human as long as.
I don't have a mending stone, but maybe we need to find some more followers along the way. Once we get to Port Nimbaru, I do suggest picking up a few followers and maybe a guide or two to guide you to important places. They could have complementary skill sets to you guys.
Quick side note: is Greta Kronberg going to be on this journey for the rest of us, or is she dead as well?
Greta Krumberg is finished, I think. We need to decide what to do with Snuffles if he's coming along.
Oh, you mean my projectile?
No, that's not your project. That's my horse. That's
You
my
mean
horse.
Ammodius Jr.
His name is Snuffles. Listen, I sent him back 2 days ago
Okay.
to be back with his owner. You don't have to call him Ammodius Jr. anymore. He is Snuffles, and he will always be Snuffles. There is no Ammodius Jr.
There is an Ammodius Jr. Quite obviously, there
Well,
is an Ammodius Jr.
no, you rub me the wrong way. I don't like you at all.
Gentlemen, can we get to the matter at hand? I only have 80 days left.
Of course, my apologies. Well, with that in mind, I would also like to pick up what would you say, a large quiver's worth of arrows for myself.
Sure. Maybe we could walk as we talk. You guys want to move around using your arrow keys, and you can click doors using your clicker. And just get used to moving around.
Thanks.
Also, I showed Colin this, but there's two swords that are crossed on the left side in the little thing. It's purple icon. If you click that, you're gonna have your stat block kind of show up in the bottom left.
Gotcha.
Does everybody have the ability to move with your arrow keys?
No, I can't. It says it's locked.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go. Sorry.
You cannot do
Here we
this
go.
action while the game is currently paused.
Okay, it's unpaused now. Sorry. All right. Now you can move around. Oh, and everybody can see adequately?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to fix Al-Kareem's vision.
Oh,
All right, so we are in the Red Brand hideout, which is Delaculu's new pad. And this is a map we've already explored, but you can see it how they intended it for the actual game.
all right.
Cool. All right, so everybody can move around. That's great. Now let's.
I'm lost.
Yeah. Let's see where you are. Oh, yeah, I see you, Jin. You're kind of in the cavern, in the stairway.
Oh, is it a stair?
Oh god, I just returned back. Wait, where's everyone?
Sorry, I'm just exploring.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm in.
All of my screen is black and I can't see anything.
Oh, and I don't know why I got cut out.
Okay, 1 second. Here, Jin, I'm giving you regular vision. I don't know why I need
I
to do
just
that.
reloaded.
Okay. And you should be good now. I have to, like, click your guys' vision and update it to regular vision, like, on every scene, which is weird, but, I'll fix that.
Oh,
Because by default, you have 0 vision, which means everything's black around you. Alright. Cool. Everybody can move around, that's good. I'm gonna switch the scene to...
It's still black.
Are you sure you're not just zoomed in on like a blacked out part of the map?
I followed you guys into the stairwell. It was black
Black.
when you guys walked in, and I can't see anything, and I can't.
Jin,
I
you're
don't
moving
know. It's just
around.
weird.
I see your
Oh,
token.
I know, because I'm trying to navigate in the dark.
Okay. Huh.
Oh yeah. Sure enough.
How did you guys get out of here?
Alright, well, I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
send us to Phandalin then. So we're gonna be in a new screen.
Cool. Cool.
As we've already just trampled a bunch of these places that are no longer in existence.
That
Alright,
I
so
saved from
everybody's
being
in
burnt
there.
down. Yep.
Cool.
I'm here.
Awesome. Alright, well, yeah, you have free reign of Phandalin. If you want to pick up some stuff from Moshi and Mordecai, that's cool. Buy some arrows. I'm gonna say we don't need to count the gold transactions, but you have like a budget of like 400, like a lot. Now,
Okay.
I will say
Can we buy
that
health potions?
you can buy health potions, yeah. I will say that I'll give you guys a budget of 500 gold, and that's going to be the same budget that you can use in the next city. So there may be things that are much more valuable in the next city, but I'm going to say that Syndra gives you 500 gold of allowance money to buy whatever you want in this city and the next one.
All right.
How much does the health potion cost?
I think just 1 or 2 or something. Let's see.
Let's buy 50 health potions. Am I wrong on that idea?
Maybe like 20 would be
If
more
it costs
appropriate.
1 gold per person, and you just recovered the gold from the dead corpse,
All right, you win.
so at the end of the day, we're not even using any of that 50 gold or that 500 gold we're given for
Well,
health, and we get
yeah, I'll just say she has 500 gold, and if you want to spend gold on arrows, I'm gonna take it out of her money instead of yours.
oh.
So she has the gold, and she'll buy stuff for you, and you have a 500 gold allowance. Now, there are some important things. There's also, I'll let you in on a secret. Followers are going to cost gold. And if you want a guide or a follower, or 2 or 3 of them when you get to Port Nibiru, those cost X amount of gold per day. Or if you want to buy a mount in Port Nibiru, or a cart or stuff like that, they may be 100 gold apiece, or, a high amounts.
I think maybe if we each get 4 health potions per person, I think that's a pretty good risk.
Okay.
Because then we're left with 488 left. And I think that's not terrible.
Okay, I agree with that.
I would like to buy 4 health potions per person in the lobby.
Okay.
So there's only the 3 of us.
Let's see if I can do this on this thing. No. Okay, I'm gonna just take some paper notes during the session and figure out items later.
Cool.
Okay, so everybody's getting 4 health potions. And how much gold is that column?
You said 1 gold per?
Oh, I think it's different than 1 gold. Let's see. Don't take my word for it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely not 1 gold. It seems kind of expensive. Let's see what it is. It's saying Potion of Healing. That might be more powerful than Minor Potion. But 50 gold for a Potion of Healing. Let's see.
I don't think it's for 12.
Healing Potion price guide.
I mean, at the same time,
yeah, Potion
you
of
can
Health
be as
is...
the DM.
Sure. I can say, when you guys go visit Mordecai and Moshi, they're doing their whole shtick. But since Syndra is with you and she has a very high charisma, she is going to drop these health potions down for this one-time deal to 15 gold per piece. If you want to get
I say
12 of them
1
for...
per person.
Yeah, 1 per person.
Is it 12 for 15 or is it
It's
15? Okay.
1 for 15 gold.
I wish
I
it was
think
12
what?
or 15.
I know. I think one per person is worth it because I don't know if they're going to be cheaper. They're probably this is the cheapest we're going to get them.
Mm-hmm.
So
So one per person, that's 60 gold. Okay.
All right.
And Syndra is also going to buy some arrows for Jin. She's going to buy you 40 arrows, and I think it's only 1 gold for 20, so that's 2 gold that she's going to put for 40 arrows for Jin.
I also want to get myself 40.
Okay.
40 arrows, please.
Yep. Gotcha.
and then I personally think we have spent enough.
Okay, so that's 64 gold. All right. And
Sorry, and I just got one potion of healing, and I think I changed it to 80 arrows, if that's cool.
okay, so I'll put in an extra 2 gold. So 66 gold spent. And as you, the door is open at Mordecai's shop, and you see her 2 employees, which you have not got the names of yet. They're loading up the cart with supplies, and they are ready to take off.
All right.
Syndra's kind of perched
Kinda
up
sad
onto the
nobody
cart.
decided to talk to Mordecai.
If you guys want to do that, yeah, go for it if you want
Nah,
to.
it's no big deal.
Yeah, Syndra's
It's no
kind of
big
perched.
deal.
Sorry, go on.
You go ahead.
Syndra is perched up on the cart. She is in very weak health and you know, just leaning on whatever she can.
Okay, let's get a move on.
All right.
Agreed.
So you guys are walking in front of the cart down the road. It's going to be about a day trip to get to where you're going. You're trying to make it to a harbor, which has a ship that is being arranged to take off. There are other ill people going onto the ship that have been affected by the death curse, and they are all moving together in solidarity to push whatever they can to solve this case. They're not going to be very helpful, but yeah. All right, so as you guys are walking down the trail for about a day, you guys are moving at a quick pace. Do you want to do? What are you guys doing while you're on the trail? Who's doing what?
I'm just really sad that I didn't get more gold.
Yeah.
That's the
I
main
start
part.
contemplating about are there going to be women on the ship.
I'm flying above everyone. I'm trying to avoid the sick.
Okay. Well, Jin, I'll give you advantage on perception checks if you want to make a perception check right now to see if there's anything ahead of you guys. Oh, if you want to roll dice virtually, it's the 2 speech bubbles at the left, and at the bottom of that screen there's all the dice. There's the D4, 6, 8, whatever.
And we're still allowed to roll in person.
You can roll in person. Maybe. I need to see your rolls though.
I will get my camera because this thing is broken, and you
Okay.
can see
All
what
right,
my
sure.
house is.
I got a 15 total. 11 plus 4.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll figure out a way.
and did you roll
because
with
this camera's
advantage, Jin?
broken.
No.
So you can roll one more time and see which one's higher.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my first roll, so we'll go
Okay.
with 15.
Gotcha. So here things look pretty clear up ahead. You see trees and everything looks happy. You see a few animals roaming around. Nothing out of the ordinary. As you guys keep moving on down the road, you see a familiar sight. You see a familiar sight. Hopefully everybody can see this in a second. Did that switch for you guys, or do I need to do one more thing? Do you see a different map?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
I don't see anything.
All right. How about now?
Oh, there it
Now
Now
I
we
do.
see a different map.
Cool. So you can see your characters. I think you have access to your characters. Can you move around?
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. So you see a familiar sight. You see the cart that was Jason Ussie's and the other dude. So you're back at the same spot. The cart behind you is the cart that you're hauling, and I did add Snuffles in here, but I guess he's not there. It's a different horse this time. It's a different white horse.
Okay.
But anyway, that cart is the crowd. There's the Syndra in there, and she has her bodyguard and her nurse with her.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoever wants to can make a perception check to see if there's any danger at this junction.
I'll do that. Let's
I don't feel danger. Also, side note, do we get a long rest, or are we still recovering?
Yeah, if everybody wants to long rest, that's cool. At the bottom left, there's a little bed.
I will take that.
And you can press the
I
long
will
rest
take
button.
that.
Everybody see that?
Yes.
You said the
Cool.
bottom left?
Bottom left, there's a bed icon. And it will say prompt rest for players. Actually, let me do that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Hold on.
So it's in your character. So like, do you have the toggle Argon combat HUD up?
No.
You can kind of see your character.
Or on your character sheet, you can do a long rest too. Let me see where that is.
No, I got it now.
Okay. Yeah, on the Argon, your right column, there's the long rest and short rest next to your headshot.
Yeah.
Okay, what's everybody?
Yeah, I got it.
What's everybody's perception?
Oh,
Or I guess I can see
I've got
it.
a +5.
+4.
Did you guys roll?
Perception of +1, but passive perception of
I
11.
haven't yet. Let me do that.
No, I haven't rolled.
Okay.
Are you wanting us to roll?
Yeah, roll for perception.
Well, that's a 9.
That's also it.
12.
Wait.
I got 16.
Oh, that's gonna be a 10 because I get a +1. So
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
16 total.
Cool.
I got 10.
Yeah, let's Jin, you see some trouble. Are you're flying up in the air?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna raise you 30 feet up here. So now you're 30 feet up in the air. Yeah, there's There's a similar view of goblins that you saw last time. It's not as many, but you can see these two guys. Can you see that at the bottom of the screen? These two goblin blocks?
Now I see them. They were hidden because of the cliff.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Cool. All right. Battle stations, everybody. Where are you guys at?
Okay.
Be in the position of where you wanted to be.
I don't see the goblins personally.
Do you see this ping that
They're
I'm
behind-
saying?
Right?
Do you see the mouse ping?
Yes.
Okay, that's where they are.
Yes.
Just above that cliff.
I'll go here. My webcam fell, so I'm just trying to like position it to where
Yeah.
you can still see me.
No worries.
Never ask your company for a webcam. They're pretty shit.
All right. And yeah. So for the sake of starting a new little adventure and seeing how combat works, let's roll initiative.
All right.
So we're gonna do new encounter, begin combat, and then yeah, cool, nice. Um, on the Argon thing,
11,
there's a roll
6.
initiative thing.
Great.
That's a 12 for me, and I can show you the 11.
Okay, can you plug it in somehow into the digital system?
I could just roll initiative on this.
Okay. I don't know why it
I lost
has
the
like
die, but-
decimal points, but no worries. See that 5.14? What's up with the decimal point?
It's a good question.
I'm trying to do a 12 on this, but this is fucking impossible. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
All right, I got a 12.
All right, Emodius, you want to roll initiative, and Jin?
Yeah, sure.
It's that little dice thing in the Argon. Yeah.
17. Not too
Nice.
bad.
Ooh.
All right. How do I add
wait.
my?
Yeah, you need to roll it in a specific spot, which is the bottom left, and it's the
Alright.
dice. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool. And the
Okay.
two.
I got the same thing, anyways.
Cool. The two swords on the right side is the combat tracker. You also have the combat tracker up top, like Baldur's Gate, and then in the chat window is where all the actions are going to be listed. You know, like who damaged who.
All of the actions. You mean like the chat log? That's
Yeah,
where it is.
the chat log. When you click your like short bow or whatever in the Argon thing, it'll pop up in the chat log, and then you can roll to hit and to damage in the chat log.
Gotcha. Okie dokie.
It'll also prompt you to target people, which you can or don't need to do. Either one, it's fine. You just call out who you're trying to hit. You know, same as always. I need Jin to roll initiative.
I thought I did.
Did you roll it in the bottom left where your Argon thing is? Your Argon HUD?
No, I did it with just the chat.
Oh, my bad. I touched it again. Oops.
Where is it in Argon?
Yeah, you see your picture in the bottom left.
Yeah.
There's a dice thing right above your picture. And it says roll initiative when you hover over it.
I see one besides the picture. I'll try that one.
When you hover over it, it'll say roll initiative.
There you go.
Yep,
There
cool.
we go.
Awesome. All right, everybody's in. Oh, Amodius, you need a picture.
I do need a picture. I'm
all right.
sorry, I was trying to make an elf, and every time that I did, it would just spit out a very feminine-looking character, and I didn't want that.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Well, Amodius, you're going to start off the combat, and let me know if you need any help with that Argon system, but that's a great way to attack people and use your features and all that. It should list every single thing.
Okay, I think that I understand what it is that I want to do, so I'm going to target this goblin, this guy right here, and go for an attack.
Okay.
So.
Amodius Major equipped a longbow +1.
Yes. That doesn't count for my turn
No.
because
No, you're good.
I didn't.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's roll a d20, which let me take a look real quick. It's gonna go +1. Not proficient. Okay. Oh no. There we go. It's a 3, which does not hit.
Does not hit.
And I will do the same exact thing again. Roll 1d20. That's also a 3. That does not hit.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, I end my turn.
Okay. We are at Goblin A. And let's see. Cool. Oh, oops.
Wait, why'd I get kicked to the bottom?
I don't know. You got 9 initiative.
You also just killed your goblin.
I did. Hold on. Here, I'm gonna make a new one. I don't know how to revive him.
All right.
Aww. I can't take half necrotic damage. What a shame.
Okay. Cool. He's gonna roll initiative again. Okay.
Let's go. He had an aneurysm and kind of forgot how to do life.
Yep. He's gonna do a short bow at Amodius.
Okay.
And it'll pop up in the chat. It rolls a 19.
Hit. That will hit.
Rolling for damage here. It's 5 damage.
5. Okay. Oof, ouch, owie. So I can just go into my character sheet to change the health that I have?
Yeah. You can also right-click your token and press minus whatever your health is, whatever damage you have. Like, right-click your token, the health is at the bottom, and you can press -7 or whatever. Cool. All right, Delaculu.
Well, I'm going to move up towards the closest elk, so let's do this.
Wait, I'm still not sure why my turn got skipped.
I went to your turn and then went back to Delaculu. The turn order's at the top.
I'm very confused right now.
The turn order's at the top. And
yeah, I rolled a 9, and it was Amodius and me, wasn't it?
What's your plus initiative?
+3. Oh, I thought you rolled a 2. My bad.
No, I rolled a 12.
And I clicked your
Who has a
turn,
higher-
Ben, and then went back to Delaculu. That might be the confusion.
Well, I'm going to use my great axe.
Yeah. So you snuck up on the goblin, I see. Cool.
Yeah. And how do I roll in general? Is it just in
The
the
Argon thing, if your
Yeah.
thing is equipped, it should be the big icon.
Yeah. Number left click. Why is it giving me the description?
I keep losing my connection every once in a while.
Am I
Okay.
just an idiot?
No,
I didn't.
I see
What are
your
you trying
thing.
to do?
I see your thing in the chat log. Hey, Delaculu, click your chat log and then press attack.
Oh yes, I mashed it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I'll just do the first one. Attack. Yeah. Wait. Situational bonus. No. Public roll. Normal.
Nice.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits the goblin.
And how do I do damage?
Damage is right below attack.
Oh yes. All right. 8 damage.
Yep.
And
Slashes.
bonus action. I will enter rage. Never mind. I will
Okay.
do my bonus action. I will end my turn.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you slash through the goblin. This one takes 8 points of damage, and we are at Jin's turn. You see the big battle axe go through the goblin. What do you do? What are you doing? Actually, you killed the goblin, Delaculu. He's dead.
Oh, let's go.
Yep.
Wait, where's the other one?
Right here.
He was just right there, wasn't he?
One
Oh,
is one
okay.
is
So it was like there's cover. Damn.
so the other goblin is right where my mouse ping just went off.
I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Hell yeah.
If I can figure out how.
So you clicked the crossbow, which is good. Now open up your chat log, and there will be an attack and damage button. Nice. Yep. 26 hits the goblin. What's your damage like? 8 points of damage. That also kills the goblin. How you doing this?
Normally.
All right. An arrow shoots through the goblin's neck and snaps his spinal cord. Spinal fluid is falling all over the place in blue drops. And that's our first combat of this new campaign. 2 goblins dead.
All right. Yeah, fuck them up.
Hell yeah.
The way you killed that goblin was really good.
All right. Anybody? What are you guys doing?
I think we move back to the cart and we continue on. Can we loot? Do they have anything lootable or no?
They have a short bow and a scimitar each, and no gold. 2 short bows, 2 scimitars.
Or you
Sorry.
can split those between yourselves. I'm all set to go.
I don't need a scimitar, so I'm good to go.
Did you say that encumbrance is back?
Encumbrance and ammunition. Right now you have
Alright,
a
I'm
right now
not
you have a
picking that
cart, which is
yet.
good.
Yeah.
And if you have a cart, traveling through Chult, that will work too. But if you're holding things yourself, I'm going to count the encumbrance.
Okay. You know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna pick up both of the scimitars and just throw them in the cart.
Okay, I'm going to put that in my notes, and yep. Okay, and you want to say anything to Syndra or do anything else on this place?
No.
All right, the journey continues. I assume Jin is flying up in the air, trying to perceive if any danger is approaching.
I see a wolf.
Do you want me to roll for perception?
Oh, somebody saw a wolf.
Yeah, I also see that wolf. Uh-oh, he's on the move.
Nice.
Hey there, puppy.
Well, he scurries off and he doesn't want to fight you guys.
Alright.
Oh, goodbye, puppy.
Goodbye, puppy.
All right, let's continue on our way.
Alright, yeah.
All right.
Oh, hello there.
Oh dear.
What's
that?
Nothing.
All right. Yeah. So you continue on your way. Jin, you want to make a perception check at advantage to see if you see anybody? Yeah. I see a
Is that
19.
2 and a 1?
It's 19 on one of them.
19 on one of them.
And then that's a +4, so dirty 20.
Yep, you're very perceptive, and and you see a clear path on the rest of your journey. I'm gonna say you guys head into this port town by nightfall, and as you're heading into this port town, I can throw up
Alright.
something here.
One thing real quick.
Yeah.
I should have on a meta level, I should have the spider staff in my weapons, but I currently do not.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down to take a look at.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to take care of it right now.
Don't worry, my AC is a little off right now. It's registering as 11 versus like 16.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
This is just a
This is a feeler.
yeah, sort of a trial run.
Yeah.
One second while I load something.
I'm really having fun just like running around the map.
Yeah, you guys like the system?
I think that there's a couple of kinks that we need to sort out, but I honestly think that once we get used to the way that this works, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think getting used to the combat system, it may run better than almost anything else, because everything is kind of calculated
The
for
combat
you.
definitely is a lot more streamlined.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Where's my new scene? Yeah, so when you get to this new harbor town, um, it's nightfall. It's like past midnight, and Syndra quickly says, we don't have time to rest here. We're going to load everybody into the boat and depart, as of this night. And I'm actually going to skip this. What?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna skip this dock scene. I didn't really have anything prepared for it, and I'm loading it up. It's not loading fast enough. But yeah, which is no worries. It was kind of inconsequential anyway. But everybody gets loaded onto the ship past midnight. It's late. You can't see so much in town. You're going onto the ship. It's a little courageous and adventurous of you. You don't know if you're ever going to return to this continent. Those kinds of thoughts are running through people's minds. Yeah.
Two things. Is there a crew with the ship, or are we the crew?
There is a crew with the ship. And as you can see,
Okay.
people loading on, it's a bunch of people who look elvish, and they are dying, which is unusual for elfish type people.
I will find a place to sleep on the deck.
Yeah, I'm flying all the way up to the crow's nest and resting up there.
All right, well, let's move some stuff around then. Check out this new map. So I made this map myself, which is nice. Now I have a question. Now that you can
I'm
see
still
this
on the
map,
old map.
what was that?
I can't see the new map.
Can anybody see the new map? Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, I got you.
old map as well.
Sorry, I know what I'm doing. All right, how about that?
And I'm in a bed.
Great.
Yes.
You guys are in your cabins. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and the ship is departed from the harbor. You are in your vessel for the next few days.
Cool.
I sleep till morning,
All right.
like 9 a.m.
Yeah, everybody can take a long rest if they like.
Sure. We'll do that.
And when you guys are awake, rise in the morning. It's probably like 8:30 in the morning. You see, you're awoken to a new, unfamiliar sensation of a boat rocking. Most of you are unfamiliar with that sensation. Sorry if I cut out. Okay. Did I cut out for a second?
Yes, I heard
you
we awake
cut
to an
out the
unfamiliar sensation.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're on a rocking boat, so most of you are unfamiliar with this sensation. It might be a little uneasy waking up, but it's morning time, and feel free to start exploring the ship. And if you want to go deck side and get to that crow's nest, feel free. You didn't see much of the ship as you were loading on, as it was late and you were tired, and it's dark. So this is kind of the first time you're getting familiar with the ship.
Okay.
Hello there.
Oh,
I see
pardon
this
me.
archer.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
you see him as a familiar face. He is the bodyguard of Syndra. He was with you at your HQ before at the Red Brand hideout.
Gotcha.
So Delaculu, you're on the third floor basically, and Jin,
Yeah.
and Jin's figuring out how to get to the crow's nest. That's cool.
Replicate scene from Titanic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to. It was too hard to avoid.
All right. Anybody want to do anything in particular? You don't see much crew around. There's a few crew members cooking in the kitchen. There's somebody manning the wheel of the ship and navigating. On the level that you guys awoke at, and there was a bodyguard in front of the door, that's where Syndra is.
I take a chair and I go watch the view.
Okay,
So I sit out here
nice.
like an old man.
Old man of the sea.
All right. Well, I think that I want to find and talk to the person who is currently navigating.
Okay.
So, let's see. I think they would be up here.
Mm-hmm.
I do not see anybody at the helm, which is a little bit concerning.
You are the captain.
I am the captain. Yar
Yeah.
har har.
Yeah, so there is an NPC at the wheel of the ship, and he is a older human, maybe like 56 years old. He has a grizzled beard. He's a shorter human, and it looks like he's very competent at sailing ships.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna say, excuse me, sir, but I couldn't help but notice that you, as the navigator, seem to be the only human aboard.
Yeah, well, I was hired for a good price to take these elves to Chult. This is a common route for me to go to, but the price was so good, I forgoed my cargo shipping to take this gig. Did you get hired on to this mission as well?
As a matter of fact, we did, by a certain benefactor who very kindly took us on and is willing to pay us handsomely as well, which I enjoy quite a bit. But let me ask you, did you have any previous interactions with any of these people? Do you know any of them on a personal level?
Well, I have my crew with me. They're working down below. They sleep in the cargo bay. They don't need much, and they don't eat much, which is great for me. Yeah, we're just happy campers. But yeah, we've been doing this a long time, and we know these waters very well.
I see.
Syndra is a new
But you
character.
don't have any... I understand. Okay. Where... Forgive me, but my memory is a little bit... Oh, Jesus, he's huge. Forgive me, but my memory is a little bit... shot, just woke up and everything and all, but would you mind explaining where exactly it is that we're headed to?
Yeah, we're headed towards the primordial land of Chult. Ever heard of it?
I don't believe that I have.
Big continent in the south. We're going specifically to Port Nambiru, which is one of the biggest trading ports in Faerun. Sorry if I cut out there. But yeah, we're heading to Port Nibiru, and it's one of the bigger trading ports in Faerun. I make lots of gold there. There are many merchant princes there that do a great job of facilitating trade through the seas. If I were you and I was smart, I would make good connections with some of these merchant princes. They're some of the best assets to know in your network.
Certainly. Okay, well, thank you very much for the tip.
Also, if you plan on traveling through Chult, I would definitely recommend getting a guide or two. I think it'll be well worth the gold.
Right. Right. Do you happen to have any guides on board at the moment?
Oh, we do have some good fighters. We have a few people who have come from Chult, but you know, to take them off my hands, I think you're gonna have an easier time hiring a real guide instead of one of my sailors.
I can certainly appreciate that.
You know, you're welcome to try, but I do pay my men very well.
I understand. I understand. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Right. So I'm gonna go over to. Oh gosh. I think I'm gonna go over to De La Cuckoo and be like, this guy sounds like he runs a serious shipping industry. I don't know if that interests you, but I think you could make some money.
I think. Did you say anything about who's at the port?
Did you say anything about who's at the port?
Yes.
I mentioned merchant princes.
I think to be somewhat critical on our journey, as we've had a little bit of an inconsistency with who is part of this ragtag group.
That is certainly the case. That is certainly the case.
So maybe having some on our side could be a little bit of help.
Absolutely. You're a man who enjoys gold. How much
I
would you be
enjoy
willing
many.
to part with?
Let me see how much I have. How much are you thinking?
I have no earthly idea. I've never hired anybody as a mercenary before.
Well, back in the day, I used to command a high price because I was worth it. So I ordered 50 to 100 gold per order. And if jobs took more than 2 days or 3 days, I double or triple because that's 2 to 3 times worth my price. But I mean, we got to see what they got to offer them. It's been a while.
Of course. All right, then. I think I'll leave you to recreating this scene from. Looks like you're recreating a scene from some kind of dramatic work that obviously I haven't seen before. So I'll just leave you to that.
It's from an old book back in my time, well before yours. It talked about the ship. I think it was called the Titanic or something. I don't know. But a man and a woman were holding each other on the stern of the ship. But as you can tell in my old age, I'm just going to sit here by my side with the chair, enjoying the simple things in life. But if maybe I had a woman next to me, I think we would make a little too much noise for this area.
Ooh.
I never took you for the sentimental type.
You grow a little bit soft in your old age. You've got time.
All right. That's going to end my interaction with him.
Modius walks off, and Jin is overhearing all this from the crow's nest.
No, I'm dead asleep right now. I straight up fell asleep up here. I'm comfy as can be.
Okay. Double long rest. Okay.
I'm going to go down into the belly of the ship. and poke around a little bit.
Okay.
Looks like. Looks like I've got an archer guarding a door here.
Yeah, and you recognize that archer as Syndra's bodyguard, and he can unlock the door for you if you want to talk to her.
I'm gonna actually leave them be
Okay.
for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see what else is going on in here. I'm gonna go back into my room, the room that I woke up in, and roll for investigation to see if I can find anything just lying around here.
Sure.
My plus for that, I believe, is +3. +3. Roll, baby, roll. That's a 9.
Okay. One second.
Mhm.
Yeah. In your room, you find a few husks of what looks like and smells like durian fruit.
Okay.
You didn't notice it when you woke up, but it really smells pungent from this fruit husk.
Is it frozen or like not?
No, it's not frozen. It's just a husk of durian. Like a few husks of them.
Great.
Somebody was eating the
Oh
fruit.
my god. Max,
Colin, you know
that
what
is?
durian is.
Yes, I know what durians are,
Okay.
and I know how they smell.
Yeah, great.
I've tasted durian. It's actually not terrible. It's not terrible.
Sometimes
That's why
it
I
is,
asked if it's
sometimes it
frozen.
isn't. Yeah. Yeah, so with the 9 investigation, you find some like discarded husks that are kind of stinking up your room.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a quick medicine check on those to see if I
Okay.
can use them for anything.
Sure.
Just in regards for like if I can make a health potion or something. That is a 4 + 3, which is 7.
Yeah, your intuition tells you that if I hold on to these, maybe I can make some like stinky bomb if I let them ferment long enough in the sunshine.
True. Okay.
But nothing
Alright.
really, nothing,
Um,
no concrete plans come to your mind.
Okay. So then I'm gonna take out my herbalism kit.
Okay.
I'm gonna grind one of these husks up in a mortar and pestle, and then I am gonna place them into a glass vial
Okay.
and keep them in my inventory for safekeeping. Made a question real quick.
Yeah.
Speaking of inventory, how do I add items?
I haven't really
Or
gotten.
can I not do that?
I haven't gone into it so much, but I think you can on your character sheet in here. Let's see. Inventory. Yeah. So in your inventory section on your character sheet, there's a green or red lock on the right side, in the middle of the page, kind of.
Yes.
So you can turn that to red, and you can add items underneath the weapons, equipment, etc. You see that add button?
Okay. Let's see.
It's on the right side.
On the right side. Yeah, I found the lock.
And then the add button is on the right side as well, underneath the weapons or equipment or the other things.
Oh, yes, it's at the bottom. So under each tab, you can add something. So like,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
like a consumable would be like medicine or like a potion.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Add. Hello. Let me add something. Oh, got it. Okay. So then, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and add this and just change this if anybody else wants to do anything.
Okay. Ben, what you up to? Jin.
I don't know.
All right. Well, at least you have a good view up
All
there.
right. Well, good view up there.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out the whole interface. I'm not really paying as much attention as I should.
Hey, you're good. And I can leave this open if anybody wants to play with it after the game too. All right. So Amodius just made a little durian vial, and Delacula, what do you want to do? What are you up to?
I am just enjoying the view with the water. I see
Wait.
if anyone's going to come by.
You guys are really lamping after doing all those Phandalin missions.
You know, I got to enjoy the slow parts of life.
Yeah.
Everything's way too fast nowadays. Back in my day, one big thing happened per day.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's good to take a day's rest. It's going to be a few days to get there. We can fast travel a little bit. Yeah, Amodius, what are you up to?
Okay, so now I'm in the kitchen,
Yep,
and I see that there is a gentleman down here cooking.
Yeah, he's he's chef from South Park. Hey, children! Hey, children! Wanna taste my chocolate salty balls?
But one of the only episodes I remember of that show was where it had something to do with shit. But the kids come up to Chef, and they ask him, "Chef, where does shit come from?" And he says, "Well, it comes from your ass." But that wasn't what they were talking about at all. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to be like, "Excuse me, you part of this crew here? You part of the regular crew on this ship?"
Well, yes, children.
That's good to know.
Are you hungry?
Pardon me for... You know, at the moment, I might be a little bit hungry, but I'm actually curious about what it is that you're cooking right now.
Oh, I'm cooking up some it's cobalt meat.
Meat?
Ever had a cobalt?
I have not.
Well, the outsides aren't too tasty, but inside they're full of protein.
I'll take your word for it.
Make an investigation check if you know what a cobalt is.
All right. Investigation is going to be, let's see, +3. That's a 22.
Yeah, so in your mind you visualize the last kobold you've seen, and it is a small little lizard-esque folk. They're kind of like in between a mammalian, like hyena almost, but a lizard. They walk on two legs.
Do I know if they have...
Go on.
Do they have, like, consciousness?
They do. They're akin to like a lizard folk or a terra folk. They're basically a subsection of lizard people.
Imagine tiny lizards that are attracted to shiny things.
They can hold items, they can use items, they walk on two legs, but they are lizards.
I understand. Okay, so I'm going to say, well, the cobalt meat sounds interesting, to be certain, but I'm actually curious. Since you've got cobalt meat here, do you have cobalt skins?
Yeah, I just discard them. Are you looking for skins? Never heard of anybody chewing on them.
Actually, yes. As a matter of fact, I am. I'd be curious if I could just, if you're not using them, if I could just pick them up from you.
Oh, all right. Well, Yeah, I've been shelling them in this basket, and he hands you a basket full of humanoid but lizard skin scales.
Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna take like 2 handfuls of them, and then dump them in my inventory.
Okay.
Let's see. And okay, and again, I'm just gonna put this in my inventory if anybody else wants to do anything.
Do I smell any of the food the chef's cooking or no?
Where are you? Let's see.
I'm still on the deck.
Okay. No, you don't smell any food. You smell salty air. You're in the ocean. Yep, I would say just mostly ocean smell.
I think to myself, I'm getting a little hungry. Let me see what they have for food.
Okay.
Oh, hello there, chef.
Well,
What
hello,
food do you
children.
have ready?
Yeah, I've just prepared some.
Children?
Yeah.
Do you know how tall I am? Children?
Sorry, it's just habit. Good
Okay.
sir. Good sir. You must be a dragonborn, are you?
That is correct.
The meal that I'm preparing might be a little distasteful to you since it's, distant relatives, but it is kobold meat.
How is it cooked?
As you can see, I'm just stewing it in a pot. It's kobold stew with some herbs and
Kobold
spices,
stew.
some potatoes.
See, as a red dragonborn, kobolds are a long distant relative.
Oh,
We don't consider them in the Balkuluf tribe. They are no longer any of our ancestors.
I
Because if you
understand.
don't know, okay, good to know.
Uh,
Is it
sorry,
pot
sorry for
already,
my
or do I
fumble.
have to wait? Oh, good. It happens. Not everyone knows the different races of the dragonborn. I get that.
Yes, kobold much inferior to the dragonborn. I should have spoke more highly of your race.
All good. Red dragonborn's a little different than your normal white or brown or blue. I get that.
Thank you for understanding. Um, well, children. Could I serve you up some stew?
I would love a massive bowl, please.
Yep, at no cost to you. The chef hands over 2 big piping hot bowls of stew, and it is very healthy for you. No additional stats, but you are satiated for the day.
Yum. I just swallow it all in one go.
The chef is mighty
I will
impressed.
go back to very good. Cobalt meat, it's hard to make good. I'm impressed. What spices did you add, if I may ask?
Oh, just a little of
Or
this, a
is it
little
a
of that.
secret?
Yeah, just some spices. You don't need to know all my secrets just yet.
It's the 11 herbs and spices from KFC, I get that.
Yeah,
Ooh, special herbs
The
and
f-
spices. Ooh.
yeah, like Italian seasoning
Hopefully on my
is.
travels,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
one day I will try to make this. But for now, this is what the concubine's for. But thank you so much. I will go back to my chair.
You're very welcome. Yep. As Delaculu is going upstairs, the archer guy shouts at you, says, "Hey!" And I guess
Jesus.
um,
No, hold on.
yeah, he does. He
I
does.
think it just. Wait, hold up. There we go. Yes.
Yeah. You know, We're gonna be on this boat for a while. Would you mind speaking to Syndra one more time? Give her some company. She's not feeling too well right now.
Sure, I can spend some time. I can talk about my old days. Here's some words from the other. What could should be?
All right, so the door behind him unlocks as he's unlocking it, and you can click open that door if you like.
Behind him?
Yeah, there should be a little door icon. Can you left click it?
Oh, let me do it myself.
How about that? I clicked it for you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So
Hello there.
yeah, you see Syndra and her nurse. She's sitting on the bed and not looking good. Her nurse says, you know, quiet, quiet. She can't take too much commotion right now.
I try not to give too much commotion. I'm just here if she wants company or a conversation with maybe
Yeah,
someone she may not know too.
she stretches out her hand towards you.
I feel her hand.
Okay, she is very happy that you are holding her hand,
I
and she
whisper to her ear, soon everything shall be alright. The pain you are going through, I can't only imagine.
promise me this, that you will solve the death curse.
I have never made a promise in my life, but I will try my best. Because a promise is something you take to the grave, and that is something I am not sure.
Well, I appreciate your effort. I'm not doing too well, and judging by my knowledge, I'm only gonna last maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks. You must hurry.
We will try our best, but at the same time, knowing that you have 4 weeks left, enjoy these last 4 weeks. That's the worst that can happen.
She kind of scowls at you, and it's not the comfort she's looking for, but she lets go of your hand and kind of shoos you out the door. But assuredly,
Okay.
you know, she's on your side still, but not what she was seeking.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, Jin, you're up in the crow's nest. Do you want to make a
Crow's
perception?
nest. Do you want to make a
Do you want to make a perception check on
Do you want to
what's happening up ahead?
No, I actually want to. I'm actually training up here.
Okay.
I'm trying to detect any portals nearby. See if there's any way to get out here easily.
Out to the crow's nest specifically, or just out to the ship?
No, it's a metagame wise. It's a spell.
Okay,
Detect portal. I get one per short rest.
gotcha. Okay. Yep. Okay.
So I'm focusing my mind's eye on the area, trying to hone my senses, really be in tune with the area.
Cool. Yeah. Some Dragon Ball Z training up there. Okay. Um, what's everybody doing? Anybody want to do stuff?
Actually, I'm gonna go down back to the base of the ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into my room and see if there's any spell books.
Okay.
I will be right
Right.
back. Excuse
Okay.
me.
Yep. Yeah, Delaculu, you want to make an investigation check?
Sure. Investigation +1 here. 20. One. I don't know. Oh, cool. There we go. Is there a D20 on the screen?
Yeah, at the bottom, it's the second one to the right
Yeah.
on the chat log.
Yeah, I'm on the chat log. I don't know why I can't roll the D20.
Does the text pop up? Then you press roll. So you select a d20 and then press
No,
roll.
it is not texting. It's not showing up. So I'm
Huh.
selecting a D20 and I press roll and it's not showing up.
Okay.
I can do it by hand.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
do it by
there
hand.
you go.
I mean, I just did it
Okay.
myself.
So
What's
see
your
if I do it
bonus?
by hand. +1.
Okay.
So that's a 10.
Okay. Yeah. So you're searching for scrolls. You're looking through the cabinets, and with the 10, you don't find anything out of the ordinary. Um, what you do see is some empty bottles left by a previous passenger, and you see that's about it. You're looking through the cabinets, and there may be an old book in there, but it's nothing. It's equivalent to the Gideon's Bible. It's pretty normal.
I take one of the old bottles
Okay,
and I say I may need this at the next inn. Put
gotcha.
it in my bag.
Cool. Yep, you can add that to your equipment if you know how to do that.
Yeah. Let's do consumables. We'll call it potion.
Okay.
And description. And yeah. Okay. I have added that.
All right. Do 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 do. Okay. Yep. So Delaculu picked up a bottle, and yeah, the door to Syndra's room is open. There's a few locked doors. Um, yep. Near the chef, there's a little hatchway to the bottom.
I want to go down there. Let's check it out.
All right.
All right, so I'm down here at the very, very bottom, the soft underbelly of the ship. Oops. There we go. And I see there's a sick elf.
Yep.
There's another elf who is just kind of hanging out.
Yep.
And then there are two elves who are fighting.
You do see this fighting. It looks like there's two elves training martial arts. You identify them as monks. And they look like they are sparring, in a friendly manner, but training to get stronger and tougher.
I see. I want to interject in the middle of this fighting in the most polite way that I possibly can. Say, excuse me, gentlemen.
One of them raises their arm and hits a block, from the other guy, and and they look up to you and say, "What?"
Forgive the intrusion, but I must satiate my curiosity in this situation, for I've just happened to notice that you two seem to be the only two elves on the ship who are not deathly ill.
Oh, we may not be deathly ill, but we're certainly ill, and we're accompanying our family members. We can't leave them behind, but we must train. Despite our best efforts, we may not be the toughest, but we must train and be strong.
I
But our
see.
days
So
are equally numbered.
you're also being afflicted by this curse, then?
That's right.
I see. Well, may I ask, under the assumption, of course, that these are your family members, which you've stated previously, that you'll be going along with us in this journey to wherever it is we're headed.
Yeah, Port Nambiro, yeah, of course. Well, we're not getting off here, that's for sure.
Of course not. But I mean, you're going to be accompanying us beyond that point.
Well, once we get to the port, I have a feeling that we're going to be staying with our family until this death curse is resolved. But you must be Syndra's new employees, and
Yes. Forgive me, I'm completely forgetting to introduce myself. My name is Amodius Major.
Yes.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes, well, the pleasure is all ours, and you don't look like the strongest little half elf, but if Syndra trusts you, then we must trust you too.
Gonna get just a little bit of a look of hurt on my face for the fact that they're judging me for being a half elf.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna let that affect my demeanor or anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. Well, anyways, the reason I approached you and asked you these questions is because I think that your fighting skills could be of a great service to us on the journey that we are about to embark on to lift this curse from Syndra and all of your families.
Well, we don't know much about Jolt, and it sounds like I know more about this problem than you do. But you're gonna need to find a guide who knows Jolt. We're not from there. We've never been there, and I think you're gonna need to find somebody knowledgeable about the area who knows how to cut through the branches and the jungle there. There's dangers that we're preparing for within the town, and I don't think you're going to get us away from our family.
I can understand it.
If you're looking for us to come along, I think you got the wrong guys.
Okay. Well, what would it take for me to convince you?
You want to convince us? We may not make it through the trip. Why do you need us so badly?
Well, because of course the journey that we're going to be going on is not, we'll say, the safest in the whole world, and I would like, if possible, to recruit the biggest party that we possibly can in order to ensure that as many of us come back as possible.
You see the two start to slowly start sparring again, out of a little bit of disinterest, but they also just want to continue sparring, and they're also kind of shocked that you're so impressed by what little martial arts ability that they have. They are adequate martial artists, but they're kind of surprised that you're seeking their help. And so they're sparring and showing you kind of what they got, and are kind of questioning, are you seeing assuming that we're just okay.
I understand. Okay. All right. I think I'm just gonna tell them, well, we've got a couple more days to go. Just sit on it, and I'm gonna walk away. I want to go up to the top up here, and I'll do a quick investigation check up here just to see if we've got anything that
Gotcha.
might be of interest. That's a nat 20.
Nice. And you see a kind of like a combat hull. You see racks of equipment, of some bows, some arrows, a target practice target, and you see a coat of armor. It's chainmail armor.
Hmm.
If you want to pick up any of these things, you're gonna have to roll a stealth check because you're relatively in view of other folks.
Right. Right. Okay. I don't think that I am going to pick up any of this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and continue back down here.
Okay.
And I see this guy
Yeah.
who... I don't want to talk to these people. Okay. I'm going to head back up to the top of the ship.
Okay.
And hover around where De La Cuckoo is.
And I just want to clarify the name of the port that we're going to. It's Nanzaru. It's not Nimbiru. It's Nanzaru.
Nanzaru.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You're hovering around Delakulu. Let's see. Yeah, I see you guys. Jin's still up concentrating on his work, I'm assuming. It's starting to get later in the day. It's probably like 6 p.m. now. Delakulu, if he could tan, he would start to get a little sunburn on his scales.
I'd never turn. I'm a red dragon. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's loving the
This
lizard
is my
weather out
natural
here.
environment.
It's nice temperate, like 90 degrees outside, and he's soaking up the sun. Yeah, so the sun is about setting. It's about 6 p.m. And yeah, it's been a quiet day on the ship. There's been no battles. Everybody's been doing their job. You see a few crew members, pulling in the sails and doing ship work. I'm not an expert on what ship work is like, so yeah, they're pulling on sails all day. From that belly of the ship, you've seen a bunch of sick people down there, Emodius. You can tell Delakulu that, and yeah. There could be some fighters, but they seem like yeah.
They're not exactly the... Yeah, I'm going to tell them about what I saw down there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to start talking to him and be like, so how are you enjoying it up here?
I haven't had one of these days in such a long time. The last time I was on a boat, well, it wasn't for the good reason, but it's the little moments like this in life makes all the killing worth it.
Wasn't for the good reason.
Well, life can get a little too chaotic, even for my liking. And the ocean, the water, the sun on your face, the birds in the air, the smell of salt. it just does something to you that kind of brings you more humbly, if that makes sense.
Certainly, I understand that.
Mhm.
Oh, it's been quite a while since I've been on a ship myself. Though I never got up to any of the, we'll say, antics that it sounds like you've gotten yourself involved in the past. It's not really my style of things.
Well, have you heard of the line, sex, drugs, and a bar's guitar? That was the
Sorry?
old lifestyle. The sex, the drugs, and the bar's guitar. That was an old lifestyle.
I see. I see. You're a man of refined taste, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The simple things in life make me happy nowadays.
Absolutely. Well, I I do have a little bit of information that I feel like you might be interested in, which is that I went down to the very, very bottom, the hull of the ship, and towards the front, I happened to see um, what you might call an armory,
Oh,
including a couple of things. They had some weapons, they had some arrows, of course, a target, and a set of chainmail.
that's
Now, that sort of thing isn't useful to me personally. It's a bit too encumbering, and I find it's hard to move around when I'm wearing such a thing. But I figured you being a Dragonborn, you might be able to make some use of it.
I pull down my shirt to show my chainmail, and I'm like, this isn't a heirloom that I've had for many years, but thank you though.
Absolutely. My apologies for not assuming you already had that taken care of.
No worries at all. It's you can't really see it, which is it blends in with the skin. My personal favorite.
There is one other small favor I'd like to ask of you.
What is it?
Around that same area, I saw two elvish men who were sparring with each other. And, the thought process that I was going through was that the more the merrier, right? If we happen to have these two people accompany us,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't look like the greatest fighters in the whole world, I'll be honest, but, certainly couldn't hurt to have them aboard. What I would like for you to do, if you feel so inclined, is to go down there, take a little inventory of their abilities, and if you believe that they would be of any value to us, try and inspire them, bring them aboard.
Did you ask for a price or not yet?
I have not done that yet. They didn't seem too impressed by me.
Okay.
But I figure that if they see someone who has genuine fighting ability, they might be a bit more inclined.
I can see what I can do. Let's see if I still have some of my old convincing magic.
Much obliged, Mr. Delacuckoo.
As always.
All right.
So where would I find this armory? I'm downstairs.
Yeah. Where are you? Okay, I see you.
I'm downstairs in the second layer.
Yeah, can you get to the very bottom?
To the trapdoor.
Yep.
Now I see it. There we go. Oh, and I just.
Yeah, sorry, you have to
there
go
we
up.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, you have to go around that
Oh,
button
Lord.
one more time.
Fucking A.
You go the wrong way. Alright, so when you hit the button, go up once you go downstairs instead of down. There we go.
There we go. Okay. And where is this armory?
Yeah, hey, Dragonborn. What are you doing on the
Yes,
ship?
hello. I was told that there were some two fighters here,
Oh,
and I wanted to see who they were because if you don't know, as a little dragonborn, I'm always looking for a good fight.
they start showing you their moves in a kind of amateurish level 1, level 2 kind of way. Um, they're
Okay.
showing you some unarmed strikes and they're sparring with each other. Now they're kind of excited and want to impress you. But what you see is pretty weak fighting ability. Maybe a little
Okay.
overly confident as well.
Are you familiar with any weapons, like a bow and arrow, or a club, or a
Weapons.
dagger?
I've shot a short bow a few times. But for me, my monastic tradition, I'm a fist fighter. I kick and I punch. It's all in the monastic tradition. You should really look at monks or research monks. We're a wonderful bunch of people.
I've faced many monks in my past. I'm familiar with some of your elite monks in my day,
Oh,
but we don't need to talk about my travels. Some of it should never be known.
they are a little
But
intimidated by you, naturally.
but what about long distance? How good are you? 60 feet, 50 feet away from that target.
I could shoot a short bow, if I chose to. Do you have a short bow with you?
Oh, I don't know why I got disconnected for a minute.
No worries.
Um, what did you say?
Oh, do you have a short bow with you? I would love to try.
Does your armory not have one? I'm a little shocked by that.
Okay, yeah, I suppose you're right. And one of the monks walks over to the armory here. Whoops. And he grabs a bow and steps back about 30 feet from the target and starts loading up the arrow, pulling it back. Do you say anything before he shoots the arrow?
I just watch him. I say, give me your best shot. Life or death. What are you going to do?
Yep, so he moves into the corner here and he shoots an arrow, and I'm gonna roll that. And it misses. He rolled a 5. And the arrow is sticking into the hull of the ship, the walls of the ship.
Okay, so you may not be the best with the bow and an arrow. How about your other buddy?
Yeah, he hands the short bow over to his friend, and he tries the same thing in the same spot. And he rolls a 9, and you see, luckily, his arrow just splits the first arrow in half. They just shoot the same spot.
Okay, so
It's like a foot away from the target. And they're a little embarrassed, and they want to start punching again, just trying to spar and show off.
here, how about this? Are you more accurate with your foot and hands than you are with the bow?
Oh, most certainly, anything in 5 feet, I can hit for sure. So with these arrows, the
See,
long and the measuring, I'm not too familiar with all that.
okay. I pull out the bottle that I just got.
Okay.
I said, okay. Smack it against the table, and I said, this is now a sharp bottle. If I throw this at you, can you dodge this?
Okay. Roll.
And I throw it at them.
Roll.
I also can't get in.
Roll in athletics.
I don't know why I can't even log back in.
Oh, you're.
Uh-oh.
Um. Well, let me help at whatever stage you're at.
Yeah, no, I can't log back in. It's not even giving me the option.
I'll reload this program for everybody.
Okay.
So bear with me 1 minute. We'll still be able to talk to each other, but let me do this real quick.
Yeah. Sorry, my foot hit the power switch.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have massive feet. It's not like they do anything good.
Yeah, well, size 13 or something?
18.
No way, 18.
Yeah.
That's like a two
Yeah.
foot. It's like 24 inches or something.
Well, yeah, that's close to 2 feet is a yard. 2 of my feet are a yard.
3 feet is a yard. Oh,
No,
gotcha.
the
I
yard is
gotcha.
36.
Gotcha. Okay,
I'll refresh. And see
yep.
if I can join.
I just started the game again, so
Yes.
it should be good.
There we go. Is that New Amsterdam Gym?
Mm-hmm.
How is that?
It's the best cheap one.
Yeah, New Amsterdam was my personal favorite in college for vodka because it was always on sale.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's like $20 and it lasts you a while.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so everybody's loaded back in.
Alright. You.
Yep, I'm back.
Cool.
I am back.
Sweet.
And
You're
this
so
is
back.
a. What is the role I'm doing?
You're doing an athletics check,
Okay.
and I'm going to do one as well with you.
That's an 11.
So, what were you doing?
I'm throwing a bottle
Oh,
at
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, so my guy rolled an 8, so he gets hit directly with this sharp bottle. He gets hit, and you can roll damage to like a D4 or something.
I will, in fact. Max damage.
Nice. You almost killed this guy. He's been struck with this death curse for the last like 15 days, so he has 15 less health than he used to have. He has like 1 HP left. And he's fallen to the ground, cut, and his friend is like in a tragic shock trying to stop the bleeding.
Get this man medical
dear.
attention. I give him like a wrap to like help stop the bleeding.
I'm hearing the commotion, and I actually, if you unpause the game, I rush over, and I'm actually gonna try and attempt to heal him.
Okay. It's unpaused now. Yeah, the other elf, who is at full health, starts screaming and shouting and raising attention in the ground floor because he's just started a fight on a very friendly ship. And it can get de-escalated at this point, but you have just lost your reputation.
So the way down is, through there, Ben.
See, I didn't think my test was having to fight this.
They're not starting a fight with you, but they are definitely scared and think that you're an enemy now. Why did you do such a thing?
I wanted to test your abilities in case we needed you down the road.
And look what you did! Now my friend is bleeding on the
Are you leading
ground.
the way?
Yeah,
Please
so
tell
it's
me you're
down
leading
here.
the way. Okay.
Yes. So go up from here.
Go up?
Yes.
That up?
No, go back down the hatch and then directionally up.
There you go.
North. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. I don't think you can get around those ropes.
Yeah,
No,
Jin, you're
they're
gonna
a
have
bit and a
to.
half. You just go up.
When you click that down button, you're just gonna have to press up to not be trapped.
There you go.
It's my
Yeah,
first
I did
map.
warn you if you could dodge it. And clearly you couldn't. If you want to fight, you are not going to live. I don't
Is this
recommend.
the injured man? Is this him?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah, they're not trying to fight you, they're more just scared for their lives at this point.
I will not cause any more fights. I thought you could dodge, and I thought you could shoot an arrow. Clearly, I was wrong, and I was mistaken.
Yeah,
Now,
as we were saying, I don't think we are the fighters that you're looking for.
Sorry, I'm on push to talk. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds,
Okay.
and let's see. Do I roll or do you roll for that?
You roll, and it's gonna be either in your Argon thing, or you can do it on your character sheet.
Max is over here like, what did I do?
You know what? I'm
Alright,
down
so that's
here,
a one.
but
Alright, that's a 1d8 plus 2. He's got some health to him again.
Cool.
Oh, he
Yep. So
recovered more health than I gave him.
yeah, he got 7 health back. He's back up standing, and they're both angry that you've put them up to such an adventure, or difficult task.
I'm just I'm out of here. You
Okay.
good luck with dealing with that. I don't know what you did.
Oh,
Yeah, the dark-haired elf waves to Jin and says, "Thank you, my friend, my Aarakocra friend."
Yes, sir.
well, clearly I overestimated you two. Get some rest. We will not be needing to call you anytime soon for any reinforcements, if you will.
Yep,
I think we can handle
they
this on
stop
our own.
sparring and go lay down.
Good idea. I will leave.
while all of this is happening, since people are distracted, I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm still up on the main deck.
Okay.
So I'm going to find my way into the captain's quarters.
Okay. Yeah, you did find your way into the
And I
captain's
notice,
quarters.
yes, and I noticed that there are a couple of documents, it looks like, sitting on this desk. So I want to roll for perception to see if I can tell what these documents are all about.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Okay. You see a closed envelope. This is the item that you are taking from this table. It's a closed envelope, and it is sealed with Syndra's seal that you can recognize. It's kind of her name. It's very evident. You've never seen it before, but you can recognize it as her seal. And the envelope is closed. If you open it, she'll know that you opened it. You could also take it to her and ask what the envelope is, if it's useful.
Okay, meta question. If
Sure.
I open it, is it like a magical thing where she's immediately going to know it was opened?
No.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. You open it with no. You don't need to roll for this. It's a simple opening. And you take out a piece of paper. It is a hefty paper. It has some weight to it, and it is. Okay, everybody's here. It's a hefty paper. It has some weight to it, and it's a very ornate, decorative map of Chult. And I can send you something in a few minutes of the map.
Beautiful. Okay. All right, after taking a good long look at it, I'm going to put it back into the envelope, close the envelope, and use mending to reinstate the seal.
Okay, that works perfectly.
Cool. And then I am back out of here. And
All
just
right.
going to return to the exact same spot that I was and act like nothing happened.
Okay. Did you close the door?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. I realized my mistake, and I rushed back over there.
Roll a stealth
Very
check.
sneaky. Fuck. All right. Okay. Let's see. I have a +2 on stealth. +2. That's a 15. +2 is 17.
Okay. You can close the door stealthily, and the captain is unaware of your actions.
Awesome.
By the way,
Okay.
I'm in the hot tub.
Okay. Very nice. Cabin, south side.
Yep. And I will rest here until commotion dies down before I go back on the top of the deck.
Okay. Yeah, so Amodius has this map of Cholt. It is a magical map. You can see that parts of the map are covered, and it appears, using your arcane knowledge, you've seen maps like this before, that the map only uncovers when you travel physically through the area that you are going to.
Okay.
This is meta, but I do have a map that will allow us to do this.
Okay. It's a Minecraft map.
I've never played it, but yeah, probably.
Okay.
Now that is
just to be-
actually impressive.
Yeah, that actually is really cool. Just to be clear, I placed the map back in the envelope before I sealed it.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
So basically, everything that I know about it is what was already revealed on it.
Yeah. And you do see that there's a blank space in the middle of the map, but you do see Port Nimbaru or whatever it's called. And you see that it's a mighty harbor with, it looks like some good defenses. Like it's a very defensed harbor. That's about all you can see. You can see the outline of the continent, but nothing within the continent.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. It is about 8 p.m. The sun is down now. It's just setting. Do you guys want to long rest to the morning or what? Is somebody gonna keep watch outside?
Since I don't have general night vision, I am going to go look at the stars till 10 and then go to bed.
Okay. Jin, what are you up to?
I've been actually pretty exhausted from using so much magic all day, so I'm gonna turn in.
Okay. Amodius, are you taking a long rest? Are you doing first watch with some of the crew?
I think I will for a little bit, but before I do, I want to talk to De La Cuckoo about what happened in the hole.
Okay, I can hear you guys. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Sure. So, just to be clear, from a metagame perspective, I was technically down there, but I was just guiding Ben
Right.
on
Yeah.
the way to get there.
I get you.
But like in lore, I wasn't there. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk to him and I'm gonna say, so how'd it go?
As badly as it could have gone. In long distance combat, if I give them a bow and an arrow, they miss the target by a lot, more than a foot. And that was at 30 feet. Jin could take care of them in 2 seconds.
I see.
Then
You're
when
not.
it comes to hand-to-hand combat, I figured I broke a glass bottle. And I asked, can they block this? You know, from 10 feet away. Realistic, right? Any trained fighter, even the basic of monks, should be able to do this in my experience. They both failed and he almost died. And one of them almost died.
I see.
So, to me, I would not recommend these people. I would not trust them with my life. I would rather get shot in the face and take care of that by myself.
I see.
So,
So essentially what you're saying is that you seriously embarrassed them and almost killed another one of them.
without even throwing a punch, one of them almost died. This tells you the level of quality they are dealing with. I feel bad for these elves, but at least it gives me confidence that hopefully on the port they are not as useless as these two men.
I understand. Okay, well,
They were, I will say, their eagerness to show off their fighting skills is something to accredit them. But outside of that, I wouldn't trust them against the kid. I think the kid would actually win with the slingshot.
I see. So not going to be useful to our party at all.
Oh God, no. No, no, no. These are more deadweight than the two people we left in Van, though.
Well, that certainly is unfortunate. Okay. That certainly is unfortunate.
That Pandurupate guy and his followers, the Red Bandit group, you know, the two dumb ones that we came across with, who kept shitting and pissing in that shed, they would have been better in every way, shape, and form than the two guys downstairs.
You know, we should have brought along a couple of them, shouldn't we?
I don't think they would have been allowed outside my mana.
Ah, I see. Yes, you want them to be able to be there to repair. Yeah, my mistake. My mistake. Well,
I meant they could have gotten shot by the local citizens if they saw with us.
that's also very true. It's also very true.
Hey, just to interrupt you guys, can you see that there's a huge token right at the south of the big table that you guys are near?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That token was there the whole time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
With the ship, yes.
Yeah. So that I was trying to figure out why it wasn't showing up for me for a while, but we'll get there on the next day. You know. But I guess in the night. Part of the ship, which I neglected to mention, is there's a big tree growing out of the center of the ship. And this tree has a large face on it, and is kind of the trademark of the ship.
Oh my God, this wispy wood.
I'm going to turn around and very suddenly notice this face.
Yeah.
Hello there.
And
It's
very
been-
dramatically, like, fall back onto my ass in shock that there's a tree with a face on this ship.
Yeah, it's been sleeping all day. That's why it's been quiet. But usually it would be talking. So it wakes up at 8 p.m. or so and says, "Hello, hello, adventurers."
Oh my goodness, it's a talking tree.
Oh, what of you?
You,
Hello there.
yes, Dragonborn, half-elf. Oh, it's a mighty pleasure to have you all aboard on my epic body.
I'm sorry for the little hole we caused downstairs. I didn't think they'd be that useless.
Oh, those are just appendages. My tree body is separate from the ship, but it does grow together.
I see.
The leaves of the tree are starting to glow in the night sky. It's dark out, but you can see an illumination. I'd say like within 90 feet, 100 feet of the tree. Everything around 100 feet is fully illuminated with this glittery kind of fairy fire element. And it's providing a nice glow in the nighttime. It's waking up for the night.
How long have you been like this? Many years? A couple?
Oh, I have a long story. I've been growing in the ground before, and then, um, some good hippie folk from the Emerald Enclave put me as their main piece of their ship. And I've been growing out of the soil here, and they've built a whole ship to house my roots, and we've kind of been growing in tangent for over 20 years now. I've been sailing the ship, and I think I'm one of the only trees to sail the seas of Faerun.
Hmm.
Oh, are
I'm
you not
gonna-
easily
Fascinating.
impressed? Have you ever seen a tree sail the seas?
No, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the leaves glow, and my face is lighting up like the 4th of July. Like I'm totally geeking out about this happening right now.
I saw this talking tree. We don't need to talk about the last time I've seen one of you three on a ship. It was not good.
Yes, we've had tremendous luck, and I put most of that towards me. I feel like I am the lucky token of this ship. And they even named this ship after me. It's called the Singing Tree. I don't know if anybody's told you, but I am kind of the trademark of this whole ship. I bring good luck
What do you
everywhere
like
I
to sing
sail.
about?
What do I like to sing about? I like to sing about adventures. All the adventures I've seen and heard about. Would you care to be regaled?
Oh my, would
By
you
all means.
mind, Mr. Singing Tree, forgive my intrusion, but would you mind if I pulled out my lute and accompanied you in one of these songs?
Oh, that would be my pleasure.
Ooh,
I
we
haven't
get
been
the free
accompanied
show tonight.
in many months.
Oh man,
Ooh.
I'm getting really, really excited about this. So I pull out my lute and I tune it up, and I start playing a song that comes from my home country.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check to see if the tree knows the same song that you do.
Okay. 20 and persuasion, I believe, is going to be plus 6.
You got a 6? Oh,
Guy,
okay, you
Yep.
got 22.
that is a 22.
Yeah, the singing tree is going to know whatever song you want to start playing.
Okay. So I start playing it, and the singing tree starts singing along, and I'm having like the best fucking time doing this. Like it's been such a long time since I've been able to play music with someone else.
Yeah. The singing tree has this nice baritone voice that accompanies and harmonizes with you like perfectly. It's so in sync. You guys are having like the best jam session you've had in your life.
Awesome.
I always enjoy free music, especially if it's live. And with the scene like this in your leaves, it makes life enjoyable for once.
La 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 la.
Max, you gotta start it. You gotta start it.
All right, hang on a second. Let's see, what song do you want to hear?
No.
What is the song that first came to
Good.
your mind?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't want to deal with this right now.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Can't
I
stop
don't
the All
But
right,
yeah,
cool.
we go through that whole song. I have a fantastic time at the very least. My lute playing is just a tiny bit rusty, but I'm still doing a fine job of performing.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
singing tree is singing along beautifully. I start to harmonize with him when it's appropriate. I'm just having a blast doing this.
And after your performance and through the next day, you can have a D8 Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
So even after you go to sleep, throughout the next day. Yeah. Oh,
I gotcha. Ben's gonna hang out with me for a little bit
nice.
with the guinea pig.
Nice. Yeah, so,
No, I don't.
any more activities you want to do before turning in?
I pay my respects to both the bard and the tree for a fantastic performance, and I head to bed. I said this music, I will get the best sleep of my life.
I'm glad to,
Yeah, so
glad to entertain you.
I'm still really
Anytime.
enthusiastic about this tree, and I just start like almost jumping up and down with excitement about this, and I just have to ask him, please tell me, how is it that you found yourself on the ship? What kind of tree are you? I want to know everything about you.
Oh, my good friend, my little half-elf, what's your name?
Amodius Major, sir, what's yours? The singing tree, excuse me.
My name
Oh,
is
my
the Singing
goodness.
Tree. I don't have a common name, but people have been calling me this. Children have been named me this, and it just sticks. Yeah, well, I've been here for about 20 years as a sailing tree. I grew up as a sprout on land, and uh, um, yeah, I've been sailing the seas, and it's been a nice life as a tree, being able to see so many things. Not every tree gets to see so much. I think the experience has really educated me on the tales that I can tell.
Absolutely, of course. If you don't mind me asking, what exactly kind of tree are you? I don't think that I've seen a tree that can talk before.
I don't know what kind of tree I am. Are there
You
many
don't
trees?
know.
I never. Nobody ever told me. I have these kind of leaves, and I grow these kinds of branches, but nobody's ever told me what kind of tree I am.
I see. Well, I can
I've
tell
never
you,
thought about it much.
just from the very basic interaction that we've had here, which I've enjoyed greatly, that you are certainly a very special type of tree. I've never seen any quite like yourself in
Can you
my
tell
life.
what kind of tree I am by the bark I wear?
Okay, I'm gonna roll for nature
Okay. Sure.
to see, which is a +2. That's an 11.
Sure. I'll say that passes, and you can identify this as like a willow tree. I think it's a
Okay.
willow, most realistically.
Okay. Well, you seem to be some sort of well, you seem to be a tree from the willow family, but I'm not exactly sure what the specific genus is.
The singing tree is starting to get excited like you are by creating this nice bond between two bards. Willow Tree is not really a bard, but he does sing songs. He's more of a cleric. Um, but yeah, he's getting excited for the recognition that he's being identified. It's nice to get you know it's nice to know you're autistic when you are autistic. In that kind of sense. If you can't
Yeah.
remember too many things, it's nice to say that you have ADHD. It's good to put a term on things. So I appreciate you identifying me as a willow tree.
Absolutely, of course. Are there any other questions that I might be able to assist you with?
Oh, I don't think too much about these identifications. But, it is curious that other people do. I just live and grow and sing my song.
I can certainly appreciate that, but well, I do have one other question that I have to ask you, and
Certainly.
how exactly is it that you came to be able to speak?
Uh, I don't know. I've been like this all I can remember. Maybe it was
Hmm.
a wizard. Yeah, I know wizards have some capability of doing some animation kind of abilities, but I've always been remembering to speak. I never remembered a time where I couldn't.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a quick investigation check just to see if there is any magical attunement to this tree
Okay,
that, would otherwise not naturally be there.
sure.
Investigation is going to give me +3. It's going to be a 17.
Yeah, you can discern two options that this is possible. One that it is a enchantment, but it's been going on for 20 years plus, so it must be an extremely high level enchantment, or that there was some sort of curse or a locked magic thing where something remains magical for its life. Some sort of
Okay.
curse
I
or
see.
etc.
I see. I just can't get past the fact that I've never seen a tree quite like you before. It
Dare I
really
say we
is.
could be becoming friends.
I think
Maybe
very much so.
maybe you would like to stay on board for a while.
I would love to, but unfortunately I do have previous obligations. But if I know of your whereabouts, I'll be sure to stop by and say hello anytime that I have the availability.
I've heard of these things called maybe sending stones or messaging stones. You could just plop a stone down and we could be in contact for lifelong friends.
Oh, of course. A messaging stone. I can't believe I hadn't thought of that. Do you happen to know where I could find one?
Oh no, if I had one, I would tell you where it was. Modius, you really have charmed me, and I haven't met anyone quite like you.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear that. You have really charmed me as well, I must admit. I'll tell you what. I'm sure I could catch a pigeon or something like that and send it to your location. If I happen to find one of these messaging stones, I'll link it to the one that I have in my possession at such a time as I would, and I'll send it to you, and that way we can keep in contact for as long as possible.
Well, I think we have a few more days on this ship. I know these waters pretty well, and we haven't gone too far. We have a few days to think about it and plan our connection.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, are you gonna keep watch with me tonight?
I find you to be great company. So, I was planning on just going to bed, but I think that I actually will stay up here on the deck and keep watch over the ship and just remain up here.
Okay. So you're not gonna take a long rest unless you do it later, and
Mhm.
everybody else is asleep. Is that kind of what's going on?
Yep.
All right.
That's cool.
I'm going to roll for combat during the night, and no combat happens.
Cool.
All right, it's the next day. People who have long rested can long rest. Emodius, if you want a long rest, you're just going to be awake like 5 hours after everybody else.
I think I'll be fine without long resting. I'm
I
at
think
full
so, too.
stats anyways.
Yeah. So you just pull an all-nighter. Your eyes are a little tired, but you're doing fine. And it is the next day. Let's see. It's 9:08 for you guys. What is your time frame today? Do you guys want to go for 30 minutes, an hour? You want to stop now?
I've got at most 30. I got until 9:30.
Okay.
I think that this is probably a good stopping point for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to fast travel this journey a little bit so that the next session we are docking on land. There will
Okay.
still be ship kind of stuff, but by the next session, by the middle of it, we should be docking on land. Just FYI for everybody.
Cool.
Yep. And if anybody has questions about the system or things aren't working, let me know and I can fix them. And yep. Anything else? Anybody wants to talk about anything?
I am good.
No, I
I'm
think it was
happy.
a good session overall.
Okay.
I made friends with a tree.
Yeah.
I almost
It made
killed an
friends
elf.
with you.
without
very happy.
doing any hand-to-hand combat.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I think
I'm glad the whole ship
that I
didn't
had
turn
a
on
very
you.
good session.
They would not have survived. Let's just say that.
They wouldn't have.
I'm
but
honestly
you killed
surprised that
everybody.
the entire ship did not turn on you.
I did give them a warning.
Yeah.
I gotta
Hey.
admit.